What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is Caleb from A New Expression, where we help you become your greatest self. Now, in today's video, we're going to be talking about how to become a happier person. How can you become a happier person? How can you achieve happiness in your life? Well, first off, we have to stop thinking that it's something that we have to achieve, right? Happiness is within us. Anybody can reach a level of happiness. It's just a matter of what steps they take, what actions they take in order to be happy, right? A lot of us think that happiness is playing video games or anything that strikes a sense of dopamine, right? Or a sense of like pleasure. Pleasure and happiness is two separate things. It is two separate, very separate things. And if you get confused with pleasure and happiness and you mix those things together, then you're in for a lot of unhappiness, really. So it's very important to really conceptualize, but not even conceptualize, but understand what happiness truly is, right? Happiness is our level of emotions, right? It's the type of thoughts that we're having. So in this video, I'm gonna give you 3 ways to become genuinely happy, how to become more happy, and things and steps that have helped me on my journey to happiness. So the first way to become more happy is to realize that you're the only one in control of your own happiness. Right? Like the moment that you have this awareness and you have this realization and you accept full responsibility for your own happiness, that is when you can become happy. Because when you're relying your happiness on things outside of you, like the car or the driver or your friend or your family or your girlfriend or whoever that might be, if you're putting your happiness and saying that thing outside of you, right, anything but you, is making you unhappy, then you'll be unhappy because you're not going to be able to be proactive about that. You need to be able to step into a full responsibility for your own happiness, and that is when you'll be happy. You'll never be able to be happy if you keep putting your happiness to something outside of you, right? If you keep putting that happiness into something outside of you. You need to take full control, full responsibility, and that's when you will become happy. The second way to become more happy is to change the level of thoughts that you're having. Change if you're having negative thoughts, change to the positive thoughts. And I know that might seem obvious, but we all have this incessant mind chatter that is most likely negative most of the time, and it's constantly judging ourselves, criticizing, doing all these negative gestures and things and thoughts. And for that reason, we start to feel more negative. We start to feel a lot of negative emotions. A lot of our unhappiness is due to our mind chatter. Right? Our negative mind chatter is the reason why we feel a certain way. The reason why you have a bad day is because of what was happening up here. So it's the health of your thoughts. It's the level of your thoughts and your attitudes, right? What kind of attitudes are you portraying out to the world, out to your spouse, your relationships, or to yourself, right? What kind of relationship, what kind of level of thoughts are you having with yourself? Are they positive? Are they negative? That's a big part of what happiness is, and you have to understand that your happiness is in your control, right? It's in your control. So it's the way that you view certain things that makes you feel a certain way, and that then contributes to your happiness. So the way that you view things is a big part and contributes a lot to your happiness. So start to understand that you're in control of your happiness, you're in control of your situation, and it's the way that you view things, it's the way that you perceive things that really portrays back to your happiness. Now, the third and last way to become more happy is to have mental clarity. Mental clarity. I talked about the incessant mind chatter and a lot of these negative thoughts going through our head. Well, with mental clarity, we're able to not even stop these thoughts. It's not a matter of stopping thoughts, right? We can't stop thoughts. Thoughts will constantly go. In fact, if we try and stop these thoughts, they'll actually get louder. They'll start to, rampage even more. So a better solution is to not try to stop these thoughts. You're not trying to control anything, but you're observing. You're observing the thought. You're stepping back from these thoughts and not trying to change the thoughts or anything, but step back from them, right? Observe them. Observe the way you're feeling, not to judge the way you're feeling, not to say that you're feeling bad or you're feeling down, but to observe that and feel that emotion. Don't try to feel a different way, because what you're doing when you're trying to feel a different way or when you're trying to think different thoughts is that you begin to judge the thoughts that you're currently having. And that's no way to become happy. So mental clarity is much like just stepping back from what's happening, becoming aware of the thoughts and things that are going on currently and stepping back from that. That's why I'm such a big advocate for meditation, is because meditation isn't about controlling your thoughts or it is relaxing, but a lot of people think of meditation and yoga as just like a gesture to relax, but it's very much a practice. It's a skill of being able to step back and become aware that you even have these thoughts. That's the first step, is awareness. Awareness that you have these negative thoughts. Awareness that you even have this mind chatter. A lot of people aren't even aware that they had some sort of mind chatter that is constantly going. So it's becoming aware of that. And then when you're aware of it, you build the skill to step back from it. And when you're able to step back from it, you're able to disattach from all these thoughts, right? And all these thoughts that are creating these negative emotions. Well, if you step back and no longer believe them, then you'll no longer feel that way. And that is the way to true happiness. It takes a matter of skills. It takes a matter of knowledge in order to know what to do, in order to build the skill to become happy. So that when you're having this emotional reaction, when you're having a negative reaction, instead of being in that negative reaction, stepping back. But it's a skill. It's a skill that you're gonna have to build, just like any other skill that you try to build, like basketball or playing piano or whatever that might be. Building that skill, it's a matter of practice. It's a skill that you're building. It's a skill that anyone can do. You know, Matthew Richard, he's a big part of saying that happiness is a skill. It's something that anyone can learn. Anyone can achieve happiness. But it's a matter of practice, and it's a matter of building that skill to then become happy. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did, make sure you guys give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel, and make sure you guys have the post notifications on for, to be notified every time I make a video. And yeah, I hope you guys have an amazing day. I hope you guys got something out of that. And remember that change happens only with a new expression. I'll see you guys back in the next video. Take care, guys.